first things first when dealing with meat, you have to ensure that it's seasoned properly. So in order to do that, you're gonna blend some fresh herbs into a paste. Also, if you know anything about cooking curry, you know that the right mix of masala, curry powder, and jeera is very important as well. So that's what I have in the bowl here, and I mixed it up until everything was blended. And once everything is blended, it's gonna look something like this. So at the side of me is the paste that was made from blending those fresh herbs together. I threw some into the bowl with the meat. Now I prefer to use my hands to move it all around, and it's basically massaging the seasoning into the meat, and just keep moving it around to ensure that the seasonings reach every piece of meat and really takes in the flavor. So here the sand mound was built and water is being sprinkled on it so that it creates a stable platform for that steel object that you see in the background. And that object is just a steel version of a fireside. Now once that is placed firmly, we're good to go. In order to get the fire going, some cardboard and old newspaper was placed into that opening at the bottom, and that's just to get the initial fire going. Now once that fire starts burning, the wood is going to be placed into that opening, as you can see, and the wood is what's really going to create the heat as it burns to cook the food that's going to be placed at the top. So here we're going to cook the curry. That's oil being poured into the pot. The pot is called a curry. What you see going into the pot is that blend of curry powder, masalas, and jeera from earlier. The reason why it looks like that now is because water was added to it to give it a paste-like consistency. Now this method of cooking curry is called bunjal. What that means is that once the oil is hot, you take that paste and you put it into the oil and you stir it around so that it fries in the hot oil. It's important to keep stirring it so it doesn't burn. You want it to move around the pot. Now here comes the meat. Once you determine that the paste is fried, you're gonna add the meat to it. When adding the meat, you want to coat the meat properly with that paste. So it's important to stir it properly and just move everything around in the pot so that every piece of meat is coated with that paste, because that's where the flavor of the curry is going to come from. have good wrists to keep doing this, man. Your wrist game has to be on point. So as you continue stirring the meat, the goat in this case is gonna release its own water, and that water is gonna also help to coat the meat properly in the paste. Now once that meat releases its own water or its juices, this is what it's gonna look like. And what that does is that it makes it easier to distribute the flavor from the paste throughout each piece of meat. At this point, the curry is about to be done. So what we did here was add some onions and some green onions as well, chopped up green onions, and just stir it into the curry so that it releases that flavor into the curry. Right here, you're just gonna move everything around to ensure everything is everything before taking the pot off the fire. And here we go, the pot is off the fire and curry's finished. Time to eat.